Hello, my name is Kevin Matthew Arispe, and I'm going to be giving a speech on why we should cooperate with government regulations for the containment of COVID-19. Now, we all know by now what the main topic of discussion in the world is today, which is obviously coronavirus. COVID-19 has taken everything we as a country know and love. Our parents are not working, our children are not going to school, our economy, along with every business in it, is plummeting, and more than anything, our people are dying. Our loved ones, our citizens. Now, we must cooperate with the government regulations of COVID-19 because, one, it will get the country back to being fully operational, slowly but surely, and two, it will save the lives of millions and prevent millions from getting disease in the future. Now, to begin with, we're going to be starting with cooperating with these government regulations will get the country back to being fully operational. Now, since the corona outbreak, most of the necessities and royalties that we had before have just been temporarily closed down. This means sporting events, concerts, shopping centers, and even superstores like Walmart and H-E-B have lowered their hours of operation to only 8 o'clock at night. Now, this is big because that makes it harder for people to get their necessities like toilet paper, food, detergent, soap, and toilet paper shortage was big at the beginning of all this. It's gotten better, but it was worse at the beginning. Now, along with all these businesses closing, we have unemployment. And right now, although it's not at an all-time high, it still has set a record. So Nigel Chiwaya from NBC News stated, almost 22 million Americans have filed for initial unemployment benefits in a month, a burst that is unprecedented. So in only 1 month, 22 million Americans have filed for unemployment. Now it really shows the severity of the situation that we're in right now. A lot of people have lost jobs thanks to all these businesses closing, since they worked for the businesses themselves, and now they have no way to get their money. There was a stimulus check, but it's only $1,000 something. It's not enough for maybe another month of quarantine. So we are in big trouble right now, but there is a way to stop it. By containing this virus through masks and gloves and containing the spread, more businesses will get permission to open up faster. The government will see that the number of cases are going down, and maybe they're not even going up anymore. Maybe more businesses will start to open up sooner, and we will get the chance to get our jobs back and go back to school, which I know I miss a lot personally. I miss being in school in person, and I know a lot of other students do, and it's not only is it hard on us, but it's hard on our teachers too, because just like us, they're juggling a lot of classes. Now, in the same way, cooperating with the containment regulations for COVID-19 will save the lives of millions. So obviously, if we keep the spread down, less people will get sick, it will get spread among a lot less people, and by not having too many people sick and having to juggle all these other people, these doctors and scientists can just focus on the ones that are already sick and come up with a treatment or maybe even a cure for this virus. And they could start saving a lot of those already sick people's lives and preventing that sickness from getting to other new people. Now, according to worldometer.com, over 790,000 people have been confirmed of having coronavirus. Of those 790,000, 42,000 have already died, sadly, but 72,000 have recovered. So yes, it's killing people, but yes, it's beatable. You can recover. And the faster that we keep the spread down, the faster that those 790,000 could recover even faster. Now, as long as we cooperate, the only thing that comes after is good. The less people get sick, the more that those sick people can get treated and cured, and the less that people are sick, the faster businesses can open, like I said earlier, and the faster we can start getting back to normal. More facilities can open back up, and life will look a little bit more like it used to. However, on the other hand, there are still those that are very skeptical and very against wearing masks in public. These people are saying that it doesn't stop every single germ from hitting you, from getting through to you. Now, this is not wrong. They're not wrong. But it does stop most of it. And stopping most of those germs is still better than stopping none. Okay? So let's say someone sneezes out in public and they sneeze here. Some residue goes here, some residue goes here, but some lands here. If you have your mask on, it'll land here. And as long as you handle your mask properly, it won't get to you. But if you're not wearing a mask, it comes here, you rub your face, comes up here, you probably will get sick. You'll get your family sick. And there's no reason for that when you could have just worn the mask in the first place, worn your gloves, practiced your social distancing, and not gotten sick in the first place. So wearing a mask is obviously, it's just common sense. It's better than not wearing one at all. Now, another objection would be that people are saying that wearing these masks are un-American, that they feel like they're being imposed by their government to do something they don't want to do. It's inconvenient to them. But this is just not the case. It's, in my opinion, it's even more American that we as a country come together and beat this thing by adapting to it, by adapting to our environment and using what we have to beat it, than to just lay down and take it. Because if we continue to stick with these ideas that it's un-American and we're not going to do that, it's not convenient, it's not the American way to do it, there will be no more America to begin with. Eventually, no one's going to be making money anymore because these businesses are closed, and there will be no business, there will be no America to be prideful for, because we wouldn't have cooperated and this disease would have taken over all of us. So it is more American, I think, to come together and beat this opponent head on and adapt to it, than to just be closed-minded and just not cooperate. It's obvious that doing this is only for a good reason. These laws are only here for a good reason, and that's to help us and to save us, save lives, and save our financial standings. Now, to conclude, I want to leave you with one last thing. We as a country are facing a disaster. This is obviously a disaster. It's clear as day. It's big, it's ugly, it's taking lives, it's taking livelihoods, but it's not beatable. It's not unbeatable, okay? We weren't ready for this as a country. The government was not ready for this. We, the citizens, were not ready for this, and that's okay. No one can just predict that something like this is going to happen. But all that matters now is, how do we handle it? Are we going to sit down and take this beating by this invisible force, or are we going to come together and fight this ourselves and help our government help us? Because if we don't, there's not much left for us after this. It's just going to be more quarantine, more people getting sick, and this might never end. So as long as we cooperate, we wear our gloves, we wear our masks, we can fix this. But if we don't, we're just in for a lot of the same treatment that we're going through right now. Stuck in our homes with online classes, struggling, going out with masks forever. If you don't want to wear masks for a couple months, weeks, it will turn into maybe years with the mask. So it's better if we just get it over with now, wear our masks now, contain it, stay home. The sooner we're done with this, the better. Thank you.